الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My beloved brothers and sisters, today inshaAllah ta'ala we are going to start a series where we will be explaining the famous Madinah book series for Arabic learners. Many of you have heard of the Madinah series, something which is taught in the famous Islamic University of Medina. And it is a very good beginner's book for people that want to start off by learning the Arabic language. And at this point in time, all they can do is they can read letters with the harakat, but they don't know anything else in regards to the language. And so inshallah ta'ala, because it's a book that is beneficial and it works and people have benefited immensely around the world over the last 2 decades now of benefiting from this book, we're going to be explaining it inshallah ta'ala, and hopefully by the end of it you will benefit by increasing your knowledge and your understanding of the Arabic language. Now inshallah ta'ala, of course, because these are just videos, they're just lessons, and there isn't really any sort of live interaction. So I wouldn't say that by the end of this you will be able to speak fluently in any way, shape or form. That requires some sort of extra practice and extra help. But at least in terms of understanding the language and its principles and basic vocabulary and grammatical rules altogether, you will start to learn them and build yourself slowly but surely. And so inshallah ta'ala, I'm not going to spend too much time in the introduction any further. Let's get straight into the explanation of this book inshallah ta'ala and start our lesson in learning the Arabic language. So if you can see my screen here, this is the Madinah book series, right? So you probably have seen this before inshallah ta'ala. So you can get the PDF online, or if you have a physical copy of the book, you can benefit from that as well inshallah ta'ala. Now here we have the title for this particular chapter, and inshallah ta'ala the plan is that every title that we see, we're going to mention it, we're going to learn the words that are used within the title, and at the beginning it will be a little bit repetitive until we get to a point where these words are known to us, and then we don't actually have to explain it, but we can rely upon just the Arabic itself bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And so here at the beginning you can see these two words where it says ad-darsu al-awwal, ad-darsu al-awwal. And then we have this little numerical form, which is basically the number 1. So let's just highlight a few things. So over here, this is the numerical form for the number 1. So this means that this is referring to the first lesson. And then it says here, ad-darsu al-awwal. The word ad-dars means lesson. Okay, it means lesson. Okay, and then the word al-awwal means first. Okay, it means first. And so when we say ad-darsul awwal, it means the first lesson. The first lesson. So ad-dars means lesson, and if you wanted to say the plural for the word ad-dars, okay, the plural, how would you say that? We would say ad-durus. So we would say ad-durus. We would say ad-durus. Ad-durus. And the word ad-durus would mean lessons. I will try to point out as often as I possibly can the singular and the plural, okay? The singular and the plural, because it's very important that when you learn a word, that you learn its singular, okay? So let's put here in brackets, singular. And then this one is going to be our plural. And the reason why I think it's important that we mention it as we go along is because the singular and plurals of a word is not as simple as it is in the English language. If you want to change a word from a singular to a plural in English, we simply just add a S at the end of it in most of the cases. And so to give you an example, if I have the word chair, and I want to take this from a singular to a plural, I would just add the S and it becomes chairs. Or I would take the word table and I want to turn it into a plural. I'm just going to simply add the S and we'll say tables. So it's a very simple process where literally all we're doing is we're just adding this S and that takes it from a singular to a plural. But in the Arabic language, when I take a word from its singular form to its plural form, as you can see, it's not like we just added an extra letter here, okay? Rather, the construction of the word changes. And so, for example, here we have the waw that wasn't present in the singular is now present in the plural. And that isn't like a rule. It isn't the case that if you want to go from a singular to a plural, that you just add this waw. It differs every single time. And so it's good from the beginning to just learn the singular and plural as we go along so that you don't have to worry too much of trying to figure out what the word is. And so الدرس الأول, الدرس الأول, and as I say it, it's good for you to repeat it, okay? الدرس الأول. And then it has this little word written here, okay? And this little word here is basically the topic of this particular lesson. And it says هذا. هذا. The word هذا. What does the word هذا mean? The word هذا basically just simply means what? It means this. Okay? It means this. And when I say this, I mean when you want to point towards something or you want to indicate towards something. Somebody says to you, for example, what is this? What is this? When you say, what is this? You're asking a question regarding something without mentioning its name. So the word this is basically directing the person's attention towards that which you are asking about. So what is this? Okay. And so the word this is what hada means. Okay. And it's a question that's used, so it's a word that's used when you want to refer to something. Okay. You want to refer to something, you would say this. And there's also in English, we say that, which we'll also study in Arabic as well. Okay. So هذا. And so we have here a bunch of pictures, and these pictures have an expression with the word هذا in them, so that you can see how the word هذا is used in a small construction of words. So for example, we have here هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا, we said it means this. So we're just going to point it out here now. هذا means this. And then we have here the word bait. Bait means, and you can use the picture to help yourself understand what it is a house. It's a house. Bait means house. And the plural for the word bait is buyut. Okay, it is buyut. Buyut. So we have bait, which means house, and buyut, which means houses. And I'll just put it here in brackets for you so you can remember this. Houses. So هذا بيت. هذا بيت. So when I say هذا بيت, I'm saying this is a house. This is a house. This is a house. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. Now, I want to mention something here, okay? We're going to start off by translating this at the beginning, but then later on we won't have to translate. Once you've understood the construction and what it means, I will stop translating so much. When I say هذا بيت, I'm saying this is a house. Okay, this is a house. If I wanted to say this is the house, okay, if I wanted to say this is the house, the question I have is, what's the difference between these two sentences in English? If I say this is a house, and if I say this is the house. Well, it's very simple. When I say this is a house, it means it's any house. It's general. I'm not referring to any sort of specific house. This is a house. I'm just pointing out this is a house. It's not something specific. But when I say this is the house, this is the house, the word the basically specifies the house that I'm referring to. This is a particular house that I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about any random house. I'm talking about a particular house that I'm interested in. And so this sentence makes the meaning specific. Okay? And so you can talk about things generally, and you can say this is a house, or you can say this is the house. This is the one that I want. This is the one I'm interested in. This is the one I want you to see. This is the one that I like. And so this sentence here, هذا بيت, which one is it? Is it this is a house, or is it this is the house? Well, هذا بيت actually takes the meaning of generality. This is a house. So it's not any sort of specific house that I'm referring to. I'm just highlighting هذا بيت. This is a house. This is a house. And as you can see, we have the word هذا, which is this, and we have the word بيت, which is a house. But there's no extra word here for the word is. Okay? And that's because there isn't actually an equivalent of the word is in the Arabic language. It's just really understood in context. Okay? So sometimes things are said in a language in a particular manner, and when you translate it, you don't translate word for word, you translate word for word with meaning. And so just because in Arabic they say this a house, if you were to translate it, that's not how we would say it in English. So we'd have to add the extra words in the English language that we would use to make this sentence sound normal. And so we would say هذا بيت would mean this is a house. Even if word for word it would be هذا بيت, this a house. But then we have to put the word is in order to make sense. A lot of technicalities here, but the idea is we have the word هذا, it means this. And when we say هذا بيت, it means this is a house. هذا بيت. And you have بيت and you have بيوت. بيت and بيوت. So the word بيوت, just remember, this is the plural for the word بيت. Then we have this example here. هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. And a masjid, we know what a masjid is a place of worship. And masjid has a plural. What is the plural for the word masjid? It is masajid. Masajid. Okay? Masajid. Masajid. Masajid means many places of worship. So, same style now. Okay? Nothing's changed. هذا بيت. This is a house. هذا مسجد. This is a masjid. This is a masjid. So let's write it here. This is a masjid. Again, we're saying this is a masjid. We're not saying this is the masjid. هذا مسجد. We'll talk about how do you say, how would a person say this is the masjid or this is the house in another lesson. But for now, we just need to know هذا مسجد, هذا بيت. This is a house, this is a masjid. Okay? Then we have هذا باب. Okay, again, we look at the picture. هذا باب. The word bab is plural, is abwab. Okay, abwab. And the word bab means door. And abwab means doors. Okay, so you can just memorize this word, make a nice little list. It'll be good when you make these lists for memorization. All you do is you write down, for example, you write down the word, you write here singular, and then you have meaning, and then you have plural, and then you have meaning. And then you can kind of make like a little table for yourself. I'm just briefly showing you just something you can do to help you create a list of words for yourself to memorize, so you have your own little dictionary being created. And then you just write the singular word. So you write the word, for example, there's the word bait, and then you write house. And then next to it, you write the plural. So you write buyut, and then you write houses. That's one word, okay? Then you do the next one. So you write bab, then you write door, and then you write abwab, and you write doors. So this is how you basically start to create a list, and you have words that you're basically writing down, and you're creating your own little dictionary of words to memorize. Okay, so it's a very good way to do so. So هذا باب. So هذا باب. هذا باب. هذا باب. We say it means what? It means this is a door. This is a door. هذا باب. So not this is the door. هذا باب. This is a door. Okay. Next we have here هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. The word kitab means what? It means a book. And what is the plural for the word kitab? It is kutub. Okay, kutub. Kutub means books. هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. What does that mean when we say هذا كتاب? Are we saying this is the book? No, we're saying this is a book. هذا كتاب. هذا كتاب. جميل. Then we have here, remember we look at the picture, هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. And qalam means pen. And what's the plural for the word qalam? I would say aqlam. Aqlam. And the word aqlam means pens. Okay, so هذا قلم. هذا قلم. هذا قلم. And it means this is a pen. Okay, so we'll write it here. This is a pen. Okay, that's the meaning of the word qalam. Okay, then we have here هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. What does the word miftah mean? Miftah means key. It means a key. You can see it from the image, okay? هذا مفتاح. 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 What is the plural for the word miftah? I'm going to leave that for you to put it in the comment section below, inshallah ta'ala. So you guys are participating as well. What is the plural for the word miftah? How do you say keys? Okay, how would a person say keys in Arabic? Okay, how would you say it? Put it in the comment section so everybody can also engage with you as well, inshallah ta'ala. So هذا مفتاح. So now we've taken a few words. Okay, let's do a few more. We have here هذا مكتب. هذا مكتب. مكتب. This is a مكتب. A مكتب is a desk. Okay? Desk. Desk. You can also use the word مكتب for an office as well. How would you say the plural? Okay, how would you say the plural for the word desks? Again, try to put it in the comment section below so we can all benefit from this, inshallah ta'ala. هذا مكتب means this is a desk. This is a desk. هذا مكتب. This one. Easy. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. معناه سرير is a bed. Okay, bed. هذا سرير. هذا سرير. Again, how would we say the word sarir for its plural form to say beds? Put it in the comment section below so everybody else can inshallah engage and benefit as well, inshallah ta'ala. And the last one we have here, which again is fairly simple. هذا كرسي. We'll put it here, sorry, just very quickly. Just want to write here, this is a bed, right? I'm going to say this is a bed. And we said هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. كرسي means chair. So if I wanted to say chairs, how would I say chairs? What's the plural for saying kursi in the Arabic language? Put it in the comment section, inshallah ta'ala. But هذا كرسي, هذا كرسي means what? This is a chair. This is this is a chair. هذا كرسي. So we have these following words. هذا بيت, هذا مسجد, هذا باب, هذا كتاب, هذا قلم, هذا مفتاح, هذا مكتب, هذا سرير, هذا كرسي. So the word هذا is just a word that you use when you want to refer to something, you want to point out something. So I would say هذا قلم, هذا قلم, هذا كتاب, هذا كتاب. Okay? هذا مكتب, هذا كرسي, هذا كرسي. And it's as simple as that. Now, I'll mention a side point, inshallah ta'ala, on the usage of the word هذا, which is in the Arabic language, there are two words that you can use when you want to refer to something, that you want to point towards it. So I could say هذا, or I could say ذلك. هذا and ذلك. Now the word ذلك we've not really taken, but we have هذا and we have ذلك. The word هذا is used in most cases when you're referring to something which is closer to you. So if I'm in a room and there are things that I'm referring to, and it's something which is close to me, like my pen, I would say هذا قلم. And across me, I can see a chair. Because the chair is further away, I wouldn't use the word هذا. I would probably use the word ذلك and say ذلك كرسي. Because the word ذلك is used for something which is further away. We're going to touch upon it, inshallah ta'ala, in one of the upcoming lessons. But just so that you know that generally speaking, the word هذا is used for things that are in close proximity. Okay? That are in close proximity. And that can be physically, or it can also be in terms of like conceptually, right? So for example, you could say هذا, referring to the time that you're currently in. And في هذا الوقت, okay, في هذا الوقت, you would use it because the time is close to you. You're in the time right now. And then the word ذلك, you could say that, I will do such and such في ذلك اليوم, in that day, because now ذلك is being used for the day which will come, which hasn't come yet, so it's further away. Even though in some cases you do find that they are interchangeably used between هذا and ذلك, but there is that slight nuance, a slight difference, and I think it's good to know that when we're practicing and we're learning, inshallah ta'ala. And so in this first segment for this lesson, what we've learned is the usage of the word هذا, okay, and how to use the word هذا and point towards something and say هذا and then mention the kalima, okay? And I think it would be a really good idea for you to practice, inshallah ta'ala, doing that. These items that we mentioned, the qalam, key, book, bed, table, kursi, these are things that you can probably find in your house, and it will be good practice for you to just go around your house and just literally point at these things and say هذا قلم, هذا كرسي, هذا سرير, هذا مكتب, هذا مفتاح, هذا باب. And just get used to just saying it on your tongue, because like I mentioned, these are lessons that are via video, and so you want to be able to utilize these words on your tongue as much as possible. Just go around the house and keep saying that, inshallah ta'ala, and it will help you become a bit more confident with using these words correctly and also speaking and articulating it on your tongue, inshallah ta'ala. In our next lesson, we will carry on in this dars specifically and take some additional things regarding the word هذا, inshallah ta'ala. I hope you guys benefited from this lesson, and if you have any other little benefits you might want to put for each other in the comment section, please do so other people can benefit as well. بارك الله فيكم وجزاكم الله خيرا والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.